Hey, this is free opinion, giving my free opinion to anybody that'll listen. So my next opinion is going to be on this dumbass right here, Justin Trudeau. Now, of course, he's really not that dumb if you think about it because he did become a prime minister. But Trudeau says freedom of expression has limits after French terror attack. Just saying that hurts. You have the freedom of expression, but Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's response to Islamic terrorist attacks in France has attracted criticism after he said, freedom of expression is not without limits. Trudeau was commenting on a series of events that have rocked the French nation after a French teacher was beheaded for showing his students a Charlie Hebdo cartoon which depicted the Prophet Muhammad. So the teacher showed a video and was beheaded. But, words are what really hurts. While the French President Emmanuel Macron expressed support for the nation's secularism, Justin Trudeau implied that there was no point in doing things that unnecessarily hurt others. He's an idiot. Oh, you mean like the guy that cut the other person's head off just because he showed a video? Trudeau told reporters in French that he would always defend freedom of expression, but freedom of expression is not without limits. Trudeau continued by equating the cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad with crying fire in a crowded theater. These two do not compute. This guy's an idiot. He really is. I thought I was stupid. Nah. This guy takes the cake. We don't have the right, for example, to cry fire in a crowded cinema. There are always limits. In a pluralistic, diverse, and respectful a respectful society like ours, we must be aware of the impact of our words and our actions on others. Okay, dude, you're telling me this dude is literally saying, like, here in the US, people are like, yeah, you have the freedom of speech, but you shouldn't say things that hurt other people. That's literally what he's saying, just with more words. Particularly these communities and populations who still experience enormous discrimination. Well, if they weren't cutting off people's heads, we wouldn't be discriminating against them. Like, I don't discriminate against people. If they say they're Muslim, alright, good on you. Have fun, But don't hurt others just because some book that was written less than 1,000 years ago, I can't think of the exact, it was like the 1300s or something like that, or the 1200s. Okay, so I just wanted to fix one part in my video. I'm going to probably splice this right in the middle. The Quran was written somewhere in between the periods of 609 and 632 BC. So I'm an idiot for thinking the 13 or the 12 or 1300s. So yeah, I just wanted to fix that because I don't want people out there like, dude, you could just Google it and know exactly when it is. So yes, I did Google it and I figured out exactly when the Quran was written, like the time frame of when it was written. So yeah, I just wanted to jump in and say that real quick. I don't know, but a book that was written back then, you're gonna kill people for today? Nah, bruh. I say the same thing with when the Catholics went on the Holy Crusades. That was a terrible thing. But when you look into it more, there was more on it other than just the Catholics going out and slaying people. But let's get back to this story, okay? This guy is smarter than Justin Trudeau. I don't know who his writer is, but Trudeau should have hired him. Opposition leader Aaron O'Toole took a more solid stance on this issue, saying, if France is attacked, all democracies are attacked. I want to express my solidarity with the French allies. Terrorists will not make us bow. Here in Canada, we will fight to create a country proud of its principles, its openness, and its freedom of expression, he added. That, that right there, that's the way Justin Trudeau should have handled it. But instead, he's probably, because he wants to flood Canada with a bunch of immigrants, which, I mean, okay, whatever you want to do, but most of them are probably going to come from Muslim countries, and he wants to make sure he gets their vote. That's at least what I think. Remember, this is my opinion, not my fact. This is my opinion. Trudeau's comments attracted some criticism from European commentator British comedian Andrew Doyle, for instance, said that Trudeau is the latest prominent figure to take the predictable line of, I believe in freedom of speech, but, exactly. There should never be a but after it. It should be period. Justin Trudeau is the latest prominent figure to take the predictable line of, I believe in freedom of speech, but he claims that disrespect causes injury. It doesn't. That would be guns and knives wielded by unreconstructed religious fanatics. And then I think it just says it again, right? Yeah, President Macron has not yet responded to Trudeau's comments, as he shouldn't. This guy basically turned around and said, hey man, it was your teacher's fault that his head got cut off because he showed a cartoon to his class. Justin Trudeau gets the Idiot of the Day award. I think I'm going to start making this like a little segment, the Idiot of the Day, because it seems like these politicians will give you no shortage of fodder to be figuring out who the idiot of the day is. But I know Justin Trudeau will never see this video. I don't have the reach to where people like him would ever look at my videos. But why would you say something like that? He basically said, hey, if your teacher didn't show this cartoon, he'd still be alive, and the Muslim community wouldn't have went out of their way to attack him and others. Like, this wasn't the only person that was attacked. This one got his head cut off, and this is what this idiot said about it. But hey, that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. I know that this is old, but Trudeau in blackface multiple times. It wasn't just once. Look, 1, 2. Where else has he been pictured in blackface? And he's wearing a wig, so he looks like a black person. You know what I mean? Like, I just think he's an idiot. Like, if he lived in America, bro, just doing this probably would have got you kicked out of the government these days. But, alright. Thanks again. Remember, tomorrow when you're out and about, be nice to somebody. It just might save your life.